Welcome, fellow cultists. Welcome to tgnCult. I'm TTB. Today we're here in Anno 2070 to learn how to build your first little island, how to populate your island with a few guys. So, let's do it. We're already here on this lush green paradise with a few mining spots, a few river slots as well. And I want to show you just real quick how to build your first settlement. So, for this level I've chosen the Tycoons. We're going to start with a public building, the city center. That is basically your marketplace from the old Anno games to accommodate your population. So let's just build it down right here. Now, we're Tycoons, we don't need trees, so we just delete them, press the V key to get that pickaxe going and just delete those trees. Alright, much better now. So, as you can see, this is our market building, our city center, and now we'll need some good old roads. So we'll just draw up a few roads to connect that building with the houses later on. And I always like to build
ship ready to go.
Like this. Okay, command ship ready to go. Thanks for the info. That was Eve, my personal assistant. So now we've got that building down and a few roads, and now we can start building those worker barracks. So let's build two here. And the problem is you want to build in several roads, and you always need to connect these buildings with roads, because if they cannot access, let's say, the marketplace or any other kind of necessity, for example a hospital with a road, then they have a problem. Here, let me demonstrate. Let me just put this guy over here in the land area. There you see one guy walking around already, one inhabitant, and he's not happy. He's actually pretty angry because his need for activity and his need for community and drink is not filled. Especially community need city center is not fulfilled. That's bad. Alright, so we'll just build a few more houses here. Just click and draw them down. And that is already enough for your first settlement. The S key, again, allows you to build roads. Or of course you could just go through the menu and build them from here. Alright, so now we have a few inhabitants here.
The neighbors also think we have it good here.
Yes, I think so too. A nice little green paradise. We're going to set the tax screw to happiness. Euphoria is not needed. That's only needed for if you want to upgrade your people. So, those guys have access to your marketplace. They can happily start getting into the houses.
Need for community, not met.
That is a PC warning that these guys are clearly not happy. Okay, but before we look at that, let's have a look right here. Tycoon worker buildings. One important thing: a fishery to start bringing in some juicy fish right on the table, Gollum style. Well, hopefully cooked, but you can build them either on the shoreline or here in the water. I prefer to build it in the water because your harbor building, your trade building warehouse has a flying unit
leaving the city
that can go ahead and just collect the fish from that fishery. So, population leaving the city. There we go. Those guys, they were so unhappy, they left, and they're basically left that house in ruins. But watch what happens if I just connect this with a marketplace. Actually, see all the little guys running around. I mean, guys, this is a blue byte game. If you ever played the original Settlers games, that's the same company. So the amount of little guys walking and running around is sheer stunning. And I mean, the graphics quality is beyond excellent. I mean, this is high definition, high quality. Okay, back to the topic at hand. As you saw here, the need for community is now filled, and if you press the plus button, for example, that will speed up the time, and bam, there we go, workers are starting to move in again. Alright, so there you go, that is your first little city. Now, as you can see, we are running out of building material, specifically building modules, and the way we can create those is by going ahead, going into the Tycoon Workers Production menu, and building facilities that construct building modules. For those, we need two things. We need basalt as a resource, we need a basalt crusher, and a smelter that will take up that stuff that this facility produces and turn it into building modules. So, okay, let's go ahead. First of all, you need to have that resource present. So we open up the resource tab, we see there's all kinds of stuff up here. basalt, lobster populations, gold, sand, coal, iron, limestone, copper, no uranium sadly, and no oil. Oh well, whatever. But we have basalt here, 29,484 tons of basalt. So let's put down a basalt crusher. Let's say, I don't know, maybe here, one of those. And then a smelter. And we need to connect these with roads and also need to connect them with public buildings that can actually collect goods, like this warehouse, for example. So let's make it easy on ourselves. I'm going to draw up a road right here and over here. Now they're connected, and now we can build this right here. So the way this works is that basalt crusher here, speeding things up, is going to crush the basalt into granules. Those get worked in here in the smelter, and they will produce our building modules that we need as a basic building material. This is basically your wood from Anno 1404. There you see, stuff is going around. Those guys are quite busy, and the productivity of the building is slowly rising to 100%. So, and now we can go ahead and build houses again. By the way, useful thing to know, the N key gives you that little pipette sign, and with that you can basically just copy buildings. There we go, 2 more. So, running up at 138 inhabitants right now, closing on 152 as a maximum. So we will soon need to fulfill basic needs for that population and start upgrading them, but let's save that for a later video. Thanks for watching, bye bye.